You know? No, I'm got a mic. Are you hearing clearly? Can you hear me more clearly? Okay.
Check. Check.
Okay. Ocherius. Time starts now. How many chapters are in the book of 1 Samuel?
31.
Correct.
Penwood. How many verses are in the book of 1 Samuel?
What's the answer?
How many verses are there in the book of 1 Samuel?
Hold the mics in your hand. Keep the mics in your hand.
24.
Incorrect.
Ocherius. How many verses are in the book of 1 Samuel?
810.
Correct.
Ocherius. Which book of the Bible comes before the book of 1 Samuel?
Second Kings.
Incorrect. What came first? Okay. I heard that the correct answer came first, which is Ruth. So that's correct.
Penwood. In which chapter of 1 Samuel is the account of David and Goliath?
Chapter 17.
Correct.
Correct.
Ocherius. Who declared Saul king over Israel? Who declared Saul over Israel?
Samuel.
Correct.
Penwood. Who captured the Ark of the Covenant?
The Philistines.
Correct.
True or false? Ochi. A curse was brought upon those who captured the Ark of the Covenant.
False.
Incorrect.
Penwood. What did the sons of Eli and Samuel have in common?
They did not follow in their father's footsteps.
Correct.
Ochi. Who anointed Saul and David? Who anointed Saul and David?
Samuel.
Correct.
Penwood. Which chapter is the shortest in 1 Samuel?
Time.
Ocherius. Which chapter is the shortest in 1 Samuel?
Chapter 29.
Correct. Correct.
Ocherius. Where was Zuphite from? Where was Zuphite from? Z-U-P-H-I-T-E. Zuphite.
Ramathaim.
From?
Ramathaim.
Incorrect.
Correct.
Zoof.
Yeah.
Penwood, would you like to try?
Yeah, it's their question. Ask them.
Zoof.
Incorrect.
All right, Penwood, who was Elkanah's grandfather?
Elihu.
Correct.
That is correct. Ocherius, number 4. What nationality was Elkanah? What nationality was Elkanah? What
Please
nationality
pick up the mic
was
and use it.
Elkanah?
Use the mic, please.
And use the microphone.
Ephraimite.
Time before you answer. Penwood?
Ephraimite.
Correct.
Penwood.
1 second, guys. Please hold the mic in your hands. We're not gonna wait on time for you to select the mic. Just hold it in your hand so you can answer.
Sir, the mic is still muffled, so I can't exactly...
You're not hearing? You're not hearing me clearly?
No.
Keep the mic in your hand. Yes, is it you're gonna use? Keep it.
All right. Penwood, your question. True or false? Elkanah had 2 wives.
True.
That is
Correct.
correct. Ocherius, what was the name of Elkanah's wives?
Hannah and Penina.
Correct.
Correct. Penwood, which one of Elkanah's wife had children?
Penina.
Correct.
Correct. Ochi, how often did Elkanah go to worship and sacrifice the Lord Almighty?
Yearly.
Correct.
Penwood, where did Elkanah go to worship and sacrifice?
Shiloh.
That
Correct.
is correct. Ochi, what were the names of the priests of the Lord that were mentioned in 1 Samuel 1:1? What were the
Hophni and Phineas.
That
Correct.
is correct. And complete time, but we're going to ask a question to Penwood. What would Elkanah give? And this is for Penwood. What would Elkanah give to Peniel whenever the day came for the sacrifice?
Portions of the meat.
Pardon?
Portions of the meat.
That is correct. There concludes our first.
12. Correct.
Is correct. Our first segment has been concluded.
So, could you get, yeah, it's echoing. Okay, he's using mine, just fix mine. So we're going into the,
Was that true and false that day got wrong wasn't passed over?
no, true or false don't pass. Sorry, we never said that, true or false don't pass. Yeah, all right, give me some, reduce this something please. No, the time. Yeah, but I don't- no, I know the one that I took. 10 seconds. So the judge is there.
No, man, they said
Check. Check. So it's a tight game. Tight. So we're going into speed section. So you're gonna have 1 minute of questions, 3 1-minute sections. Remember we said you can pass to the next one to use your time properly. All right, understood? Beginning now. Time. How did Jonathan love David?
As a brother.
Incorrect. What was the sign that Jonathan would give David if he should flee from Saul? Sorry, pause time. It's a multiple choice. All right, sorry. All right, time again. Select one. A cord tied from a window, a hand signal, a smoke signal, a trumpet sound, none of the above. What was the sign Jonathan would give David if he should flee from Saul? Who was there with Abimelech the priest the day that David visited him?
We're not hearing anything.
Stop the time, please.
Audio, 1, 2.
Technician, there seems to be an echo. They're not hearing clearly. No, it's...
Come on, just leave that. Turn the box.
Same thing of you're hearing?
1, 2, 1, 2. You're hearing me now? That is good. Continue now. No, it's a mic. Turn the box. Just continue. We'll turn the box. Just monitor and work.
Yeah, we're here. Yeah, we're hearing okay.
No, man, they're okay. Their monitor apparently working. That monitor look like it's not working. So we'll turn the box.
Okay. I'll repeat the question.
Answer one question I said from here. Just answer. Test.
Okay.
Tell us if you are hearing this question.
Yes.
It's a test question.
It's a test question,
Don't
yeah.
start the time. Ask the question.
Don't start.
Don't start.
How did Jonathan love David? Okay, so the system is too loud. It needs some tweaking. All right. So how did Jonathan love David? You heard that? Okay, thanks. So, I'm going to the question you never heard. Time begins when I ask the question. Who was there with Abimelech the priest the day that David visited him?
Pass.
Time is up. Time is up. So guys, that's the end of the first minute. Guys, time is of the essence. Okay, either say pass quickly or your time is gonna run out. I know you're young and you're probably not experienced. Let it go and go to another one. All right. You can say pass and move to the next question, okay? To maximize the number of questions you get. Good. Penwood, your first minute begins. What did Abimelech give David? Goliath's sword, grapes, allowed bread, all of the above.
Goliath's
A and
sword.
C.
Goliath's sword. The sword of Goliath.
What?
Goliath's sword.
Incorrect for incomplete. Who escaped when Doeg killed the priest and fled to David?
Abiathar.
Correct. How often did Saul seek to kill David?
Pass.
What did David do to Saul in the cave?
He cut off a corner of his robe.
Correct. Who prevented the disaster when David and his men intended to attack Nabal?
Pass.
What happened to Nabal?
He died.
I pass it to the judge. What? Time. He died. Okay. Second quizmaster says he accepts the answer. Second minute. All right. That's correct. Yes, he accepted the answer. My numbers. All right. Second minute for Ocherios. You hearing me clearly, Ochi? Good. Why didn't David kill Saul? Sorry.
Because he was the Lord's anointed.
Correct. What did Saul admit after realizing that David had spared his life again?
He was a fool. Saul.
Why didn't David leave a man or woman alive from the cities he raided? Time. Second minute for Penwood. How did Saul find out what was going to happen to him and his sons?
Pass.
Why didn't the Philistine commanders want David fighting with them against the Israelites?
Because he
What city did the Amalekites burn with fire and take captive David's wives, sons, and daughters?
Ziklag.
Correct. When David recovered all that the Amalekites had carried away, what share of the plunder was given with those who stayed behind?
Pass.
Where were Saul and his 3 sons killed?
Gibeah.
Mount Gilboa.
Correct. What did the men of Jabesh Gilead do?
Pass.
Stop the time. Start again. How were Eli's eyes described in 1 Samuel 3:2?
Nearly blind.
How many times did God call Samuel before he knew it was the Lord?
3 times.
Incorrect. Incorrect. Sorry? Hold on. Judge, it was paused. And he started there. Clear? We're clear? Want us to be on the same page, you know? Okay.
Yup. Query. Query. Yup.
Query.
Scorer?
Please add 1 to Penwood for the question asked. How were Eli's eyes described? They said nearly blind. We will accept that answer. So add 1 to their score.
Query.
He gave the correct. Okay. Yes. Judges listening. So, guys, I'm saying it again. Use the mics because both of us didn't hear, but they heard. So, a point is to be deducted because the incorrect answer came first from Penwood for an answer. She answered correct after. That wasn't. So that question? No, that's correct. All right, talk to the children. Where's the question? Answer. So yes, you did deduct already? Yes. So Gilboa, Mount Gilboa is deemed by the judges to be two different answers. Okay?
Query.
You can't, yes.
The question that states
You have to
that,
speak in the mic,
Alright.
I can't hear.
The question that states that how many times did God call Samuel before he answered, and I say 3. I want to query that.
3, we have here in the answer book 4.
My Bible says 3. Before. Wait, you
So
said
judges will debate that. All right, your minute, all right? And the queries will wait until the end of the minute, of the round, all right? The judges are making their notes. When you have a query, we will put it towards them. So your third and final minute. Ochi, are you ready? Timer, after I ask the question, yes. What would never be atoned for by sacrifice or offering?
Pass.
What was sworn to the house of Eli?
A man shall never grow old.
Incorrect. True or false? Samuel boldly told Eli the vision from the Lord.
True.
Incorrect. Who said these words and to whom? What was it he said to you? Do not hide it from me. May God deal with you ever so severely if you hide from me anything he told you.
Eli to Samuel.
Correct. Choose the correct answer. Who said these words? He is the Lord. Let him do what is good in his eyes. What's the correct answer?
Eli.
Correct. How many verses are there in 1 Samuel 3?
Pass.
How many times is Eli's name mentioned in 1 Samuel 3?
Pass.
Sorry. Give me a second. Where did the Lord continue to appear according to 1 Samuel 3?
Shiloh.
Correct. How did the Lord reveal himself to Samuel?
Pass.
Time. Penwood, your third and final minute. It begins now. True or false? The Lord let none of Samuel's words fall to the ground.
True.
Correct. Who recognized that Samuel was attested as a prophet of the Lord?
pass.
What did all Israel recognize?
Pass.
Who said these words and to whom? Listen to them and give them a king.
God told Samuel.
Correct. How many verses are there in 1 Samuel 8?
22.
Correct. Who did Samuel appoint as Israel's leaders when he grew old?
His sons.
Correct. What was the name of Samuel's firstborn son?
Joel.
Correct. Where did Samuel's sons serve?
In Beersheba.
Correct. What are the names of Samuel's two sons?
Joel and Abijah.
Correct. True or false? Adonijah was the name of Samuel's second son.
False.
Correct. To what did Samuel's sons turn aside?
It's for
Time. 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 So that was the third and final minute. At the end of this minute, while the scores are tallying, we ask that you get prepared and ready. Brother Craig is coming for the buzzer section. It's the end of the round. Are there any queries? So what was the... Okay, so it was dealt with. Yes. So, so it's still incorrect. Nothing changed, okay. Okay, so a question was queried, how many times God had called Samuel before he was recognized? The correct answer is 4. Fourth time he called him, and that's when it happened. There's no change to the score, because it was given as incorrect when they said 3. So the points at the end of 2 rounds. Okay, there's an audit from the judges and scorers. They said they have 12 points for Penwood together separately. So we'll have to go with the judges. All right. So we will look back at the questions. They're here. All right, Craig, I will look while you.
Okay, our scores are now Ochoria 13, and Penwood on 21. We now go into the speed round and the buzzer section, at which point 2 points will be given for each correct answer, and 2 points taken now for each incorrect answer, or if you have buzzed and failed to answer or failed to start answering before your 5 seconds. Deacon is getting very upset with me that I'm not holding the mic in my hand. All right, so boy, I'm going to get a beating when church finishes. I need somebody to escort me out from Deacon. I'm going to beat me. All right. As I said, if you have pressed the buzzer and failed to answer, you will lose 2 marks. If you have answered incorrectly, you will lose 2 marks. If you answer correctly, you will gain 2 marks. Okay?
And I advise you, do not rely on the generosity of the judges and the quiz masters. If we're not hearing you, we're just not hearing you. Please use the mics.
Yes. Okay, our final round starts now. True or false? The women of Kiriath Jearim took up the ark of the Lord. Penwood.
False.
That is correct. Whose son was consecrated to guard the ark of the Lord? Penwood?
Abinadab.
That is correct. Who was consecrated to guard the ark of the Lord?
Eleazar.
That is correct.
Pause.
Okay, continuing. Where did the Israelites put away? What did the Israelites put away? And this is from Samuel 7. 1 Samuel 7. Where were the Israelites to assemble to Samuel so Samuel could intercede for them? Penwood?
Mizpah.
That is correct. What animal was sacrificed to the Lord at Mizpah?
A whole suckling lamb.
Penwood. Penwood, wait to be acknowledged.
Judge, -2.
The answer was indeed correct, but wait to be acknowledged. What happened when the sacrifice at Mizpah was being burnt? Penwood.
The Philistines came to attack.
Go again.
Oh, the Philistines came to attack them.
Continue. I'm looking for the event that happened. Total event. What happened? All right, incorrect. What threw the Philistines into a panic? Ocherius?
The cry they heard from Israel.
Incorrect. Who was serving as leader of Israel at Mizpah? Whose prayer was highlighted in 1 Samuel 2? Ochi.
Hannah.
That is correct. Over whom does Anna say that her mouth boasts? Over who does Anna say her mouth boasts? Ocherius?
The Lord.
Incorrect. According to 1 Samuel 2:1, Hannah delights in who does the Lord lift from the ash heap? According to Samuel 4:7. Who does the Lord seat with princes? Time. Who does Hannah say is her arm, who is armed with strength? Time. How many children does Hannah say are born to she who is barren?
7.
Point what? Answer is correct, but -2 there responded before being acknowledged. How was Kish described? Time. Who was the father of Kish? Penwood?
Abiel.
That is correct. True or false? Aphia is the grandfather of Zeror. Time. Who was the father? Oh, that worked. It is not, it's working. It's working.
She was just trying to press.
Sure. Oh, right. Can resume the time. Who was the father of Saul? Penwood?
Kish.
That is correct. How was Saul described according to 1 Samuel 9, verse 2? Penwood?
He was handsome and a head taller than anyone.
That is indeed correct. True or false? Kish instructed Saul to sacrifice the donkeys. Penwood?
False.
That is correct. And there is the end of our final round. Let's have a round of applause for Ocherius and for Penwood. As we wait for the scores to be tallied, I want to congratulate both teams. Ocherius, such a very young team, for doing so creditable, and Penwood for retaining their title. Let's have a round of applause for both teams. Well tried, Ocherius. You have nothing to feel bad about. You're a man down or a woman down, and you are very young, and you have done creditably. I am looking forward to seeing you back in the finals next year, and hopefully you will hold on to the trophy that is somewhere around here. Congratulations, Penwood. You're a two-time champion, defending champion, and now champions again, champion of 2023, and the first champion since our very full convention, our first 3 days convention. And I'll ask the two captains, I was going to say as customary in school challenge quiz style, but as customary in Bible Bowl style, two captains to just come to the center and embrace. We're not going to shake hands, we're going to embrace. We are doing it different. And Ochi, don't feel bad, I see your faces. Smile, man, you did very well, smile. You did very well. Let's give Ocherius a warm. Now this time I'm going to ask the captain, who's the captain of the Penwood team, who want to make the presentation. I'm not going to ask Elder, seeing that he is from the... No, we're going to do it now, and tomorrow I'm going to do it again ceremonially. They must hold on to the trophy now. So I'm going to ask, where's Sister Francine, seeing that she's from Kencot and not affiliated with either of the teams, to please come and present this lovely trophy to the captain of the Penwood team. Sister Francine, your loveliness. So where are the camera people to take the pictures? Camera people? Paparazzis, please gather. And our final scores, because I don't think we had mentioned it, our final scores are Ocherius, 11 points, and Penwood, 31 points. I'm now going to ask Sister Francie. And what I'm seeing here is in 2019, the winners were Penwood. In 2022, the winners were Penwood. And in 2023, the winners are Penwood. In 2024, the winners are Ochi. Years. Hold on. They don't want to hear what you're saying, Sister Friends.
Thank you, sir. Your team did a marvelous job. Keep it up. God be with you.
Thank you, Sister Francie. Everybody finished taking the pictures? Yes, and just let me say, as the teams exit, and the team can come down and take picture, but as both teams come down, I really want us to really give a warm, we're going to have both teams take the picture, but I want us to give a rousing applause. As a matter of fact, I'm going to ask that we give a standing ovation, well, not to the winners, but to Ocherius. They have not been in this competition for many years, so we want to welcome them back. And the good thing is they're a young team, so I expect to see them for years to come. And we want to thank Brother Damien for the work he's doing there to get this team here, this young team. But we thank you and we're happy to have you. Do not feel bad. And please come over and take some pictures with Penwood so that we can have a picture of the both teams. Come, Ocherius. Come and let's get pictures. Let's get some pictures of Ocherius by themselves, and then let's get some pictures of Ocherius with Penwood team, with the Penwood team. Yes, sir. You're the chairman there. You can do anything. Anything you want.
Although I am happy that Penwood won, I am saddened by the fact that only two teams ended up. I am very, very saddened.
Very.
And I want to challenge the young people of the other churches to rise up, study the Word of God. You can only be better for studying the Word of God. And I can assure you
you will never be worse. Amen? So we challenge all the young people from Penwood, Portmore, Kencot, Constant Spring, Augustone, all the different churches. We want to challenge you to come up. Sarafina, we want a team from Spanish Town. You and other one. Yes, you're a bright young lady. You go Hilders. You're in a sixth form of Hilders. You know, don't. We need you to go to and study. God bless you all.